So let's move over to the last team. Now, these are six-time world constructors champions as of this weekend. So we've got to say well done to Red Bull. It's very well deserved, and I've got to say, regardless of all the noise, and I know a lot of people are gonna say, yeah, well deserved because um, money and cost cap, and it's easy to win when. Listen, as far as I understand, they went over by 400,000. There's no ways 400,000 can make the difference between being a winning car and being a dominant car. But that car is dominant, very, very dominant. And I don't think that amount of money can make a car like that. It's ridiculous. That car was going to be dominant regardless of the cost cap situation because it's got the perfect aerodynamics, which is set by only Newey can do that. I don't think that the money's got much to play in that. So to me, it's super well deserved. They are the best outfit. They get everything right. They get their strategy right. They get their pit stops right. The only thing they don't get right is the fifth time to go that I'm about to say, and that is Sergio Perez. Like this guy had the most woeful weekend. I mean, we've seen some bad weekends, bro. Like last weekend he took out Yuki and he took out Albon. This week he took out Magnussen and who else? Like
Um,
so he
who did you take
he
out?
had to change two wings, didn't he? He had to change his wing twice.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what's this guy doing? Like I want
He was trying to overtake. Second one, he was trying to overtake someone, and he just
it was
yeah.
that was Magnussen the second time around.
It was Mag-
Yeah, this
yeah,
but the first
Magnussen.
time around, what happened to his wing? The first time something happened there as well.
Wasn't it Albon?
I don't know, no, he clipped something, but he clipped someone. Um, but like, I really want to come onto this podcast and be like, well done, Red Bull, for their sixth constructors champion. But then you think about
No.
Perez, like Max won the championship on his own. Really, this is not a constructors championship. This is a drivers championship too, basically, because Perez is just useless, and it's time for him to just pack his bags and go home. Honestly, I can't make excuses for this guy anymore either. I keep predicting him to be second. He never comes second because he's useless. Um, he's costing the team money as well because it's too too. I mean, it was so hectic. The commentators were even just like, "Do they even have another wing for him available?" It's like, wow, okay, that's a bit hectic. Then they retire the car. Then they bring him back out so that he can serve a 5 second penalty. Then they put the car back in again. Like, what the flip's going on with this guy? Like, I reckon they should just leapfrog AlphaTauri and just put Lawson in his seat. Like, I think that would be a great scenario. Just be like, listen, Perez, get out here. But anyways, what are your thoughts on Perez? What are your thoughts on the six-time world champion, constructors champions? Let me know what you think.
Yeah, no. You already said about the constructors championship, whatever. I'm focused on Perez mostly.
Come on, don't be so sour,
Yeah,
man.
look, I I've spoken for Perez this season, especially early in the season where I thought that he would actually give Verstappen some
Mm,
trouble, not a lot of trouble, some
yeah,
trouble. Maybe reduce that gap to like a 50-point gap or a 100-point gap, maybe. Clearly, I was wrong because he's not the Perez from 2021
mm,
where he helped Verstappen win that championship in most races, particularly in the last
yeah,
race. Something is some, and I have stated this, and me and you have had heated conversations about this. Something is going on in that team with Perez.
okay,
You don't know what's going on. Something is going on. That side of the garage, something is going on, and Perez is extremely, extremely detached from the team.
okay,
He is detached from the team. He's not motivated.
Yeah.
It just seems to me like he doesn't care anymore,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. And that's very concerning. Or maybe he knows that he's leaving end of this year.
He's
And none of us
yeah, and we
none of
don't
us
know.
know.
Yeah, he knows, but we don't know.
So for him to waste the opportunity he had with that particular team, with that seat, with that dominating car,
Yeah.
I think when he finally retires from the sport, the few years he had with Red Bull will haunt him with you. Because I still say I'm not saying he was gonna beat Verstappen. This was probably the last time or the only time he probably had an opportunity to have a championship.
Yeah.
That's all I
Yeah.
can I say.
Yeah. I agree. I've got to say, I'm not impressed with him. He's really not. I was one of the guys backing him halfway through the season. He was, but even now, being second in the championship is not enough. He's getting absolutely pelted. He's second in the championship only because he's got a rocket ship.
Yeah.
If this car wasn't that good, he would be nowhere in the. He would basically be where Albon and Gasly were. I'm pretty sure that Albon and Gasly would have also been second in the championship with this car.
Yes.
So yeah. Anyways, well done to Red Bull. Very, very much a well done to Red Bull. Really well deserved six-time world champions. And hopefully soon we will see Max, which I think he can do in Qatar as soon as the sprint race. He
Yeah.
can win the drivers' championship. So hopefully we'll see that soon.